Hello everybody and welcome back to the Chilean Revolution. My name is Jack and as you can see there we had quite a good pre-season friendly. We didn't play any big teams but undefeated, that's all I can ask for. Scored a fair few amount of goals as well, which excellent in my opinion, excellent. Just to show you, I haven't spent any money on players. I did have a look at the deals and none of the teams have spent any money. The only transfers that have happened are loan players. So the smaller teams in the league, I say smaller, the weaker teams in the league have loaned players from like the Man Uniteds, Man Cities. Well, fair enough, whatever they want to do. We've gotten rid of 2 loan players on loan. That's about it. It's really weird to start a video without telling you about transfers, so we're going to hop straight into the game. We're going to make the team. So this is the team where I'm going to go for Fabianski in goal, because Adrian's injured anyway, so he's our only other option. We're going to have a back 2 of, I'm going to go Winston Reid and Ogbonna, I think, because I'll probably bring Balbuna on late on in the game just to make his debut. Diop's going to be 4th choice, fighting with Declan Rice probably. Declan Rice is going to be the backup to defensive mid as well. Right back, we're going to go Pablo Zabaleta, get that experience in there. Left back, we're going to go for Creswell. I've always preferred Creswell over Mazawaku. Is that how we pronounce? I can never pronounce his name properly. Mazawaku. I've already preferred Creswell over him. He is a good player, Mazawaku, but I don't know. Creswell. I think it was the Creswell-Payet partnership. I'll never forget that. Never forget that. Defensive midfielder, we're going to stick Marky Noble in there. I think he can do a job. We did have Jack Wilshere back, so we're going to stick him and Pedro Obiang in the centre of midfield. I believe I need to put Jack Wilshere as an advanced playmaker because he'll do that role very well. Which I think in real life he should, bearing in mind, like as long as he doesn't get injured and whatnot. Jack Wilshere should have a very good season for us, in my opinion. He is a good player, but obviously injuries and whatnot, especially with Lanzini out for all of the season as well. You never know. Well, I got faith that he's going to have a good season. Felipe Anderson on the left, Yarmolenko on the right, and then we're going to stick Arnautovic up top because Hernandez is injured and Martinez is literally like last option. A young prospect, if you will. Hugo, probably going to get rid of him in January. Andy Carroll, definitely going to get rid of him in January. And there's no other strikers that we can play. So this is the front 3 that I think are going to play anyway in real life. I need to swap these 2 round because I think Arnautovic surprised a lot of people playing up front last season. He played very well. And I think that's the front 3 that we would go for in most matches. But yeah, that's the team. Fabianski in goal, Creswell, Obiang, Reid, Zabaleta, Noble in defence midfield, Obiang, Wilshere, Felipe Anderson, Yarmolenko, and Arnautovic. That is a very good team in my opinion. We're going to quick pick the subs because we haven't got a keeper anyway. Unpicked positions, bam. Who we got? Balbuna, Mazawaku, Fernandez, Hugo, Sam Byram, Declan Rice, and Antonio. Declan Rice, he's going to get a bit of game time for us in this save. Probably more as a defence midfield backup, but he'll probably have a couple of games, maybe in cup competitions as a centre back. I don't really know what his best position is in real life because he plays well in both positions for a young lad, but we'll have to see where he is. We signed 2 centre backs, so you would think in real life he's going to be back up for defence midfield. But this is a team for Huddersfield. They got Lozell in goal, Lowe, Congolo, Jurgensen, and Schneidler. Williams, Moy, Thomasins, Sabari, Kajungo, and Deportre up top. Obviously, the player, because it's Football Manager 2018, the players that have signed last year are making their debuts as well as the players that have signed this year. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We should be going out and winning this because realistically, Huddersfield are a newly promoted side, but they're not in our world, so you never know what's going to happen in this save, do you? Right, score predictions, boys. We're against Huddersfield. I need to change all the settings because for some reason it never remembers your settings. That's probably too fast, isn't it? Let's drop it down a little bit. Camera's fine. Replays. We don't need notifications. Replays, yes. Of goals, replay cameras behind the goal, and everything else seems fine. Fantastic. Right, like I said, we're going to play 2 games today. We've got Huddersfield now, and we've got Cardiff in the next game, I believe. It's going to be 2 games per episode, which means I'm going to be doing a bit of chopping and changing here and there in terms of my editing, because usually when I used to do it, it used to be 1 game, no edits, or a little edits as possible, but just want to make things fresh, make things better. Or I would imagine they're better, but 2 matches seems the norm around YouTube on Football Manager, and just fair enough, I guess. I guess it makes you watch the makes you more invested in the save. I don't know if that was a save or a hit the post, but either way, that was a cracking shot. We're half hour in here, and Huddersfield are on top at the moment, which is a bit worrying. I thought we would be smashing them at this point. But Congolo's got a free kick. He finds Moy, he finds Kachunga out on that wing. But Creswell tackles him perfectly. They're going to score here, aren't they? Oh, Wilshire's got the ball back. We're pissing around a bit. This is probably a Huddersfield goal, isn't it? Because we've given the ball away twice with terrible clearances. Thomas Ince has got the ball, has a shot. Fabianski, safe hands. Not Flappy-Anski as people used to call him. Not anymore. Not anymore. Especially last season. He had a very good season for Swansea. Granted, they got relegated, but if you look at the stats, I know stats don't always paint a picture. But if you look at the stats, he was one of the best keepers in the league, if not the best, if I remember, on shots saved. So, oh dear, as we're talking about him, he lets one in. We're 1-0 down. But he played better than Joe Hart last season. And Adrian, he's a decent keeper, but I do feel like Fabianski is better. I'm not going to watch it back. Right, we got another highlight here. 39 minutes in. Arnautovic has got the ball. Plays in Yarmolenko. Tries to find Anderson. Put it away. He's put it away. The front three. Why do I celebrate too early? It was offside, apparently. Apparently it was offside. Sick of it. Right, Arnautovic. Come on, Arnie, what can you do? Yarmolenko finds Anderson again. Crosses it in. Didn't manage to clear it. Creswell can't get the ball in, but it's gone back to Ogbonna. A big brute at the back. Wilshere to Obiang. Can't find Arnautovic. And Huddersfield once again could be on an attack here. It's a bit worrying how Huddersfield are getting the better of us. Granted, we're away from home, and I was going to say there's a lot of debutants, but they've got a lot of debutants as well. So, Ince, 2-0. Not a great start to the series, boys, is it? Not a great start. Already thinking that is this tactic the right one? I might have to drop to the 4-1-4-1 tactic. But they're on top of us. They're deserving it as well. Interesting. We're going to go straight into half-time, have a go at the players, and see what we can do, because Jack Wilshire's tired. We'll leave him on for about 10 minutes or so. But that was a terrible first half. Absolutely terrible. Right, assertive. I can't stand the show me something else team talk, because it means nothing. It literally means naff all. Show me something else. Imagine if your manager came in and said, show me something else. You'd be sat there like, alright. Like, proper demotivating. This is a long kick-off highlight. Hopefully he won't score. Moy, he's got the ball. He finds Ince, who's been pivotal this game. Crosses it in. Zabaletta's got it and clears it away. But Arnautovic seems like a little bit of a lone figure up there. I might change the wingers into inside forwards just to give him a bit of support, because at the moment he's just sat up there on his own. We're going to take Jack Wilshere off because he's shattered. We don't want to injure him too much. What ratings wise, Creswell a shocker. Right, where is he? Jack Wilshere, take him off. What we're going to do, we're going to put Mark Noble in the advanced playmaker role. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're going to put Mark Noble as box to box, and we're going to change Obiang into a deep line playmaker on defend, and then where is the defence? Jack Wilshere we're going to take off and bring on Declan Rice. Give him a run out of defensive mid early on in the season, because midfield entertainer Jack Wilshere is. I've not seen that one before. Mind you, I've done lower league management, and it's nothing more than midfield usually. Right, we're coming up to the 70th minute now and just haven't had any highlights. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change to the 4-4-2 formation. And Declan Rice, you've only just come on, so I can't really take you off. Can you play centre midfielder? You can. Right, we'll put you as a ball-winning midfielder. We'll take Obiang off for Hugo. It's the only real option. Well, complete forward Hugo. Go for it, son. And we're going to bring on Masuaku as well for Creswell, because Creswell's had a bit of a shocker. This game has not gone to plan whatsoever. It's not a great start to the series. I thought we would easily beat Huddersfield, but they're easily beating us, which is a worry. Right, Felipe Anderson, what can he do? He's tearing it down the middle. Arnautovic, can he have a shot? Good save by Lozel. Good save. It was right at him, but good save nonetheless. And we've got a corner. I just realised I haven't set any corner takers or anything like that. Arnautovic, it comes off his own man, has gone out for a goal kick. Dreadful play, dreadful. Right, another highlight. Free kick to Huddersfield. If they make it free, that's just devastating. Just over the bar, and this game's just not gone to plan, really, has it? 17 shots to our 7, 9 on target to our 3. We have not been in the game whatsoever. We'll go attacking. We were on control. Maybe it's the formation, maybe it's the 4-2-3-1 that knackers us out. Not too sure. But hopefully we have a better turnout against Cardiff, because this is a bit dreadful. First game of the season, anyway, we've lost 2-0. If you're still here watching, you're probably having as much fun as I am. Assertive, dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Onto the Coventry. No, not Coventry. Onto the Cardiff game. Welcome back, everybody. I was about to say that I haven't changed anything. Then I've just had a thought in my head, and we're going to go for this formation instead. The only thing I have changed, player-wise, is Masuaku's coming for Creswell, just because Creswell had a dreadful game, and we've changed up the bench a little bit. But other than that, we're going for Fabianski in goal, Masuaku, Ogbonna, Reed, Zabaleta, Noble, Philippe, Aubameyang. Why do I call him Aubameyang every time? I have this problem for years, ever since he's joined. Obiang, Wilshere, Yarmolenko, and Arnautovic. Up top on his own again. I might make him a support. It was a bit worrying how last time he was a bit isolated, and now I've dropped the wingers back even more. We're just going to have to see how it goes, because if not, we might just have to sit with a 4-4-2. just so he has a partner up there. But this is the team today. Cardiff are even, going for Smithies in goal, Cunningham, Morrison, Ukulele, I should Richards, Gunnarsson, Bamba, Sol Bamba. He's a centre back, not a defensive mid. How have they worked that one out? And this is a different Sol Bamba, but Gruitch, he's the Liverpool guy, isn't he? Murphy, Hoylett, and Zoya up front. I'm just hoping we have a better performance today than we did against Huddersfield, because that was dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Right, defence. Yeah. Oh, they're terrible. Already terrible. I think there's a lot more to come from you. I'm not even going to do Arnautovic. Not even going to bother. Right. Let's do this. Score predictions. Did I do a score prediction last time? I think I said it and then didn't do it. 1-0 win to us. 1-0 win. We got an early highlight. Smithies with the goal kick. Punts it up there. Bonner wins it. Sol Bamba, the centre back, playing. I've never seen him play defensive mid. If we've got any Cardiff fans watching, I don't know if Sol Bamba's been at Cardiff for long, but has he ever played defensive mid for you? Because I only ever remember him being a centre back. Anyway, Wilshere, nice ball over to Yarmolenko, who cuts inside to Arnautovic. Jesus Christ. We have got Andy Carroll on the bench. We might be seeing him at some point. I think a striker is needed if Hernandez is going to be injured. We are half hour in. Nothing's happened, but as you can see by the stats, we are dominating the game. So hopefully we can get a goal here. Yarmolenko, terrible shot. Absolutely. We just haven't found our shooting boots, which is a bit worrying because in pre-season we scored quite a fair few goals. So it's a bit worrying now that the season's actually begun. We can't find the back of the net. Wilshere finds Obiang. Anderson. No ball to Wilshere again. Finds Anderson. Ball over to top to Yarmolenko. Arnautovic can't get there. Noble has got the ball. We're piling on the pressure here. Anderson crosses it in. Yarmolenko's there. Yarmolenko has scored our first goal of the season. A lovely little ball to the back post from Felipe Anderson. Yarmolenko gets his first goal of the season, and hopefully that's the first of many, because I honestly thought Arnautovic was going to score a couple by now, but he hasn't really been involved. But if these two can... That's a lovely ball. Keeper was in no man's land. Didn't know what to do. 1-0. Fantastic. Right, we got another highlight here. Yarmolenko wins the header. Beautiful. I've only just realised that Wilshere is actually left-footed and I'm playing him on the right side of midfield. So that could be hindering a little bit. I might change that for the next episode. But we got a corner here. Mark Noble to take the corner. Puts it in. Good tackle there. Or is it a penalty? No, just referee. It lagged a little bit. I don't know if he didn't really know what to do, but I thought it was a good tackle, and obviously the ref did as well. But we are going into half time 1-0 up by the looks of it, and deserving 1-0 up. We have dominated this game so far. Not on possession, but on shots. 1-0. We should be beating Cardiff anyway. I did say it was going to be 1-0. But I am hoping for a couple of more goals. We've got to guard against complacency. Who's losing focus? Yarmolenko. He scored. So he might think he deserves a little bit better. I'm not going to commentate over a kickoff highlight. Don't make me commentate over a kickoff highlight. Thank you very much. An hour in, and once again, it's quite a dull second half. Nothing's happening. We're still on top. We're going to start thinking about making substitutions in a minute, like taking Arnautovic off, giving Andy Carroll a run out, because Gary Medine. Has Gary Medine ever played in the Premier League? He's just come on for Cardiff. Bolton legend, that guy. Bolton legend. Right. We're going to make a triple sub, I think, because I want to. There you go. Arnautovic is going to come off. Andy Carroll is going to come on. Can Andy Carroll play a complete forward? No. Thought not. Thought as much. Target man support. You can do that. Should we take a centre back off? Yeah. Balbuna can come on for his debut, because that's going to Go perfectly. We're going to take Obiang off for... Should we bring Josh Cullen on? We gave Declan Rice the run out last time. Yeah, we'll bring Josh Cullen on. What can he play? Can he play a box to box? Perfect. Box to box midfielder. Perfect. Josh Cullen, I haven't seen too much of him. Obviously, he's a young prospect at West Ham. I believe he was on the... That's a penalty. Okay. Right. Perfect. At least it wasn't Balbuna. They gave away the penalty, but still. Perfect. What were we saying? What were we saying? Medine taking the mickey out of him about being a Premier League player. And he goes and scores. Josh Cullen, he's one of these youth players that looked like he was going to be out the door once Pellegrini came in. But reports have been saying that Pellegrini has been impressed with him. And there's been a couple of youngsters he's been impressed with, who we might see a lot more of Josh Cullen in the coming season, which I'm looking forward to. It's always good to have a youth player come through. Obviously, with Declan Rice last season making an impact on the first team. Can't remember the other person recently. No, can't remember. Reece Oxford, I guess you could say. Obviously, he's been in and out on loan. I can't believe this game's going to end in a draw. We've bottled it, really. Can't even blame the defensive switch because he has been playing better than Reed. 4 minutes to go. Doesn't look like we're going to... Oh, hello. Right, we got a highlight. Andy Carroll gets taken out by the defender. Oh, no, by Gruitch, the Liverpool loanee. And he has been sent off. 4 minutes to go. We're against 10 men. Are they just going to shut up shop? Doesn't look like it, but we can't make it count anyway. And I'm not going to lie, my friends. That was a dreadful start to the season. I mean, it could be worse. We could have lost twice, but to have dominated the game so much and I don't only come out of this with a draw. I just had visions of that goal going in. Only come out of that with 1 point after playing Huddersfield and Cardiff, and especially how we're going to be playing Liverpool, Arsenal and Chelsea, I believe, in the next 3 games. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Before we do that, I'll just show you our schedule and just tell you when we're going to come back. Man City, Liverpool and Arsenal, sorry. So what we'll probably do, skip 3 games, come back for the Arsenal and Newcastle game. I think that'll be decent. Just this first season, I might just have a bit more games. Depending on if we're playing anything coming the latter end of the season, I might skip a load. But the next episode will be Arsenal and Newcastle. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I haven't. I really haven't. Assertive, you were not good enough. 2 assertive, bad team talks at the end of the first 2 games. It's not great. We've got Birmingham and Carabao Cup. Give some youngsters a run out. But if you'd like that, please subscribe. And I was going to say I'll see you tomorrow, but I don't know what my schedule, my upload schedule is going to be. So I'll see you whenever I decide to. You'll know what the schedule is before I do. No, you'll know what the schedule is because it'll either be every day or every other day. Either way, I shall see you in the next episode of the Chilean Revolution. It's not gone off to a great start. Thank you and goodbye.